Hi, you're listening to Two Dumb Babies, an animated current events podcast by two comedians who only read headlines.
You can't tell me it's too expensive. You can only tell me that it's a stupid idea.
No, I'm allowed to be here until the police come.
Ethics just hold me back. You know, like friends who stop me from driving after I drank too much.
Two dumb babies.
I love good NASA slander, man. That's fucking my favorite. With Willie Simon and Eric Freedman.
I would like all of you to know we're not in this together.
Episode 41.
Kim Jong Un.
Kim Jong Un. That's him in Spanish. Kim Jong Un is my Mexican North Korean fusion restaurant.
It sounds delicious.
Yeah. It's North Korean food, not Korean food. It's just Mexican food.
Yeah, a North Korean fusion restaurant of any kind is just whatever it's fused with.
It's a Mexican restaurant with like muted colors. That's all it is. It's a lot of grays and reds.
If it's like a North Korean Spanish restaurant, it's Spanish food, but there's propaganda about how good the Spanish food is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but outside the restaurant, there's UN pamphlets about how the other Mexican place is better. And they murder employees that quit.
That's your health benefits.
Yeah.
Your health benefits is you get to live while you work here. You're like, what if I leave? Well, then you die.
Well, then you lose your benefits.
Yeah.
Specifically, living.
I guess I work here forever now.
Now you're getting it.
I've been to South Korea and still didn't get a good look at North Korea.
Really, then? Why didn't you go? You didn't go to the DMZ? What's worse, the DMZ or the DMV?
The DMV in the DMZ.
You think there's a DMZ, DMV?
God, I hope not. You have to go to the DMV and the DMZ if you want to be able to drive from North Korea to South Korea.
Yeah, and then they blow you up anyway because you're not allowed to do that.
Like, psych.
No one's allowed to do it. Yeah, bitch.
You're like, I waited in line all day so that I could do this.
I'm like, well, that explains why there wasn't a line at the DMV. I was wondering why I was the only person here.
They still made me wait all day, though, to take my test.
Everyone in the entire government has corona, but I am so sick of talking about it that I can't fucking care.
Yeah, isn't there a place that doesn't have coronavirus?
Yeah, I think it's just North Korea.
Damn it, really?
Yeah, that's the only one.
That's because you get it by eating things.
And they're like, please send us your corona bets. We don't care. We're so hungry.
Well, they say they don't have coronavirus, but they also say they have food. So
Yeah, who
what are we
knows,
supposed to believe?
North Korea has always been like the B story bad guys. There's always like some really bad shit going on in the world, and then also like North Korea's being annoying.
North Korea is the only country where nuclear threat is just kind of annoying.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, threatening California with a bomb again, huh? Anyway, what else is going on? If Iran did that, we'd be on fucking high alert.
They're one of the villains that you only know about if you read all the comic books.
Yeah, they don't make the movie version. You're like, hey, I was important to the story. I wasn't even in. God damn it.
All they want is to be treated like a real threat.
The most threatening thing about North Korea is when someone else might be joining them.
You're like, oh God, someone might agree with you? Like a real country might agree with you?
Yeah, like a real bunch of people with technology. It's like when your dad agrees with your stepmom. You're like, oh no, her threats are empty until you said something.
North Korea is just like a front of a country.
It's like an Israeli restaurant that's only open after midnight. I'm like, I think something's up.
And not even a drug front. It's just a suffering front.
Yeah, there's like little details wrong, like apples are blue and fish have a lot of teeth.
The artists are like, sorry, I've never seen real food. I don't know what it looks like.
I have to go by description in these ancient texts.
Like scrolls. Scrolls of a drawing of a fish.
It's like an old U.S. textbook from the 40s.
It's still not food from North Korea. It's food from another country.
It's like one of those old 50s cookbooks that like housewives used to do, like with casseroles and stuff. That's why they only have dated food out. They're like, no, everyone loves gelatin, right? I don't know.
What is North Korean food like?
It's just MREs from the Korean War.
It's whatever food South Korea lets them have.
Yeah, they just eat the UN pamphlets about South Korea when they drop. Like, if only we could read. This pamphlet could be even more helpful.
The world's big strategy against North Korea is always just tell North Koreans how bad their country sucks.
Yeah, they don't have bombs that they drop on them. They just drop leaflets that say other people have food, and they defect to South Korea. Like, other people have food? Well, what the hell are we doing here?
Oh, we can't leave. Right. I forgot.
I don't know, man. Food sounds like a crime. How do you not have missiles yet, idiots?
North Korea does more missile tests than anyone else in the world, and they still have, like, almost nothing.
Building and testing missiles is like North Korea's favorite pastime.
North Korea is like the kid who always plays sports, but he sucks at them.
Like, is your dad making you do this? No, I just love it. I just love sucking at baseball.
Yeah, the kid who tries out for the basketball team, but he sucks so much they just make him manager.
It's like generations of people failing to make missiles, too. It only took one generation for the rest of the world. And it was like 100 years ago.
They're like 100 years behind. They're like 4 generations of people behind.
Like, how advanced South Korea is compared to North Korea. Like, I think we know which is the smarter side.
This is their failed family business, too. Every son keeps getting trapped and running.
Yeah. Can't wait to take it over the unicycle business for my dad. How is it still running? This should have failed in 1919 when it started.
Kim Jong Un, too, he wanted to play basketball, but he's like, well, the family business is missiles.
He totally was like, man, if I could just torture all the people taller than me. They're always threatening to blow up Hawaii, too.
Can't you blow up somewhere shittier, like Michigan?
Yeah, I'm sending missiles to Hawaii, Bora Bora, and Sandals Resort and Spa.
The Kim Jong family just hates vacation.
Well, if you're on vacation, then who's working in my factories?
It's hard to make someone worship you when everything else around you is so much more worshipable.
Yeah, you need a horrible place like North Korea to make everyone think that you're the best thing about the place.
Yeah, and everywhere else in the world needs North Korea to show them that it's not so bad where you live.
It's hard to be a dictator in a place with palm trees, you know? That's why the Filipino president's so impressive.
Yeah, people know they could go somewhere else. They can leave.
Very, very well done, sir. Say what you want about Rodrigo Duarte. That guy knows how to be a dictator. He's like Mussolini, you know? Italy was pretty cool.
Yeah, Italy's not even like a huge place. You can quickly leave.
Yeah, that's like all Italians have ever done is leave Italy. When you think about it.
Yeah, that's
all
an
of Italian history is running from Italy.
And then trying very much to preserve their history as Italians.
It's running from Italy, and they're like, yeah, I'm fucking Italian, so what? Why didn't you stay? Oh, because Italy's terrible, that's why. What matters is Italians are cowards, and they run from everything.
Kim Jong Un blamed mayors for the damage caused by a typhoon to avoid blame.
Did you say mares? Like horses? How do you say mayor?
Mayor?
Mayor.
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 Mayor. You want me to say mayor? Mayor?
You're saying mayor.
I'm saying mayor. I know.
No, I'm saying mayor. You're saying mayor.
I know.
Are we saying Kim Jong Un blamed the mayors?
I know. I say it how I say it.
Are you saying
mayors?
Mayor?
Mayors
like,
sound so weird.
I think you would say mirror and mayor the same way, I bet.
Mirror?
All right, never mind. I would be like, man, this mayor.
Mayor.
Nightmare.
Nightmare. My nightmare.
Nightmare. I'm the nightmare.
Woo!
Ooh. Spooky.
Do you want to do this first line then?
He's like Batman's boss. No, I just wanted to make fun of you. You can keep going now. We can really go. Hurry up.
Kim Jong Un blamed mayors for the damage that was caused by that typhoon. I don't even know how to say it. This sounds.
You know, Kim Jong Un is like the super mayor. All right. I thought the point of being a dictator was that you don't have to avoid anything.
Yeah, you just send people to death if they talk shit.
Yeah, you don't have to be like, oh, I don't want to look bad. You never look bad, or you always look bad, or something. I don't know. One of the two.
You always look good because it's illegal to not.
Yeah, exactly. It was like it's never his fault for the typhoon either. It's not like he's like putting the blame off him and onto the mayor. Like it's just a typhoon. Like it's nobody's fault.
Yeah, why don't you blame the typhoon?
It's like if an earthquake happens and you blame your sister. You're like, hey,
Right.
we had it out. You didn't need to blame your sister.
Yeah, blame another country or something, wherever the water came from.
Yeah, or blame an earthquake. You can just blame the earthquake.
North Korea is surveying the carnage Typhoon Maisak left in its wake.
Wait, so the name of the typhoon was My Sack?
Why don't we ever get fun names for natural disasters? Like my sack completely devastated North Korea.
Yeah, the water levels rose 10 feet after My Sack touched down. The water was so cold.
They haven't seen devastation like my sack cuz since Hurricane Hurtits.
Her tits, that was in Bulgaria or something. I think that's a Bulgarian name.
My sack's in a Bulgaria too.
Man, that's a perfect Bulgaria joke.
You don't hear a lot of
not a lot.
Bulgaria jokes.
There's not a lot of
In general.
good ones. I've heard a lot of Bulgaria's jokes, not a lot of good ones.
Could you imagine being the newscaster just trying not to laugh, talking about Typhoon Maisak? You deserve an award if you did that with a straight face.
Yeah, you deserve a Pulitzer. And this year's Pulitzer goes to outstanding reporting on Hurricane Maisak.
Pulitzer? I barely know her.
No, Pulitzer. I want you to tug at her. That's better.
Oh, okay.
No, don't pull at her. That's gonna hurt.
Pulitzer, she seems like a really nice lady. Pulitzer, that's what I kept asking her to do to my bulge area. All the rich people in North Korea live in a different city that poor people aren't even allowed to go into.
At least here, the rich people can look down on the poor as they offer to wipe their windshields for $1.
Who wipes their windshields in North Korea? Other billionaires?
This is why, if you're going to have wealth disparity, you need to have it in the same city. Otherwise, who are you going to lord over? What's the point of having a Lamborghini if everyone has a Lamborghini?
Yeah, nice Lamborghini. You too.
Yeah, that sucks. What's the point?
Yeah, and poor people have to live in your city or you won't have food or entertainment. And then you're just like the rest of North Korea, but in a fancy house.
Dennis Rodman is now the healthiest American who's ever visited North Korea.
And he dyed his hair back in the 80s when the only hair dye was Agent Orange.
Dennis Rodman is only ever brought up in other people's dynasties. First the Jordan dynasty or the Kim Jong dynasty.
Who gets to be a part of multiple dynasties?
Yeah, the honor. I love watching the Olympics because North Korea always sends people to cheer for the country. Like he doesn't know everyone knows that North Korea is a prison state.
Look at all these happy people. Do you think they could have been forced to be that happy?
Yeah, we do, actually.
Yeah, we're pretty sure that's mainly what you do there is force
Yeah,
people to be happy.
I'm pretty sure every camera crew we've ever sent into North Korea, you've done exactly the same thing.
Yeah. They're like, look at these people who are camera ready. You're like, what about those people over there? Like, you film those people and we're going to shoot you in the head.
We actually have a gun to the back of your head, so in case you turn your head, it's an easy fire. The Olympics are always fun when North Korea's in them because I'm always expecting athletes on the North Korea team to have just been kidnapped from another country and put in Asia face.
Like a missing Swedish luge athlete made to look Korean.
Help me. And North Korea wins again. Help, please.
Man, the North Korean basketball team is great this year.
It's just LeBron and Anthony Davis and Asia face.
Yao Ming is there to make it look convincing.
He's like, I've also been kidnapped. Help.
Yeah,
I'm not North Korean. I'm Chinese.
Kim Jong Un was rumored to be dead a few months ago after a botched heart surgery.
Botch probably just means he didn't like the way the doctor did it, so he killed him. He's like, I told you I wanted 2 hearts.
No doctor seems to understand what I mean when I say heart surgery. I want more hearts.
10 hearts. I want to beat the Rockefeller record. That guy had like 40 hearts. Yeah, I'm getting lung surgery. I'm getting an extra lung in here. Yes, I cut in line for the lung surgery. Yes, there was someone who actually needed this. That's why they stay close with China, because China sells organs to North Korea, so Kim Jong Un can have 1 million organs. I got 8 kidneys. I got 4 stomachs. I'm like a cow.
It's not that they aren't down to harvest organs. They just haven't figured out how to do that either. So complicated.
The technology just escapes them again.
People always just bleed out. They never put the organs on ice.
Yeah. Looks like we got a telegraph from North Korea. We're going to bomb Hawaii. I don't think you are.
The world isn't 100% sure if Kim Jong Un is dead or not, but that's honestly always the case.
They just kill a new body double every day to keep the world guessing. Kim Jong Un died of a heart attack. Now here he is falling off a building. Now here he is being murdered by another Kim Jong Un. Now here's 10 Kim Jong Uns getting thrown into lava.
North Korea is the only country in the world where when the leader dies, they become scarier.
It's like, yeah, like when a magician has a lion, the lion is at least tamed. But when the lion eats the magician, we're like, all right, we got to get out of this room.
This room just became more dangerous. The only person who could make the lion disappear has been eaten.
He's already dead. Everyone thought Kim Jong Un died, and nobody was like, maybe it'll get better.
Every country was like, no, it's going to get a lot worse.
His sister was in line to take over North Korea, and she was really scary in Kill Bill. So imagine when she actually runs a country.
Even their leaders look like they're starving.
No, they're just hungry for power. Like absolutely starving for power.
I am emaciated for power. And also real food.
My body is eating itself. I am so hungry for power.
The irony is the only way that you can eat is if you're in power.
The irony is the only way to ingest iron is if you're in power. Is Kim Jong Un the only one allowed to eat? It's like when like you got to wait till everyone's at the table, but like North Korean manners are like you gotta wait till Kim Jong Un eats everything and then you can eat.
Yeah, you can eat the scraps on the table, whatever didn't make it all the way into his mouth. Kim Jong Un's sister is the head of the propaganda and agitation department.
I love how the departments of government in North Korea don't even try to hide what they do.
Yeah, that over there, that's the head of propaganda department, and that's the head of the murder police.
In America, we got to say things like communications director, head of ICE instead.
It's almost nicer to get it out in the open. At least you know what's going on.
Yeah. Just call ICE the murder police and stop lying to me. The agitation department, that's their embassy.
We only agitate. We're not here to make peace or talk.
If we talk, I'm just going to call you a bitch. The agitation department, baby.
We give wet willies and threaten people.
I spit on your shoes. That's what I do at the embassy. I step on your shoes and spit on them. And they're like, hey, I just got these. Yeah, this is the agitation department, buddy. I don't think you read the sign.
Here at the agitation department, we invented your mama jokes.
They're like, hey, you got some on your shirt. Boom. Agitation department. Hi, I'm here to make peace talks with North Korea. I was like, wait, hang on, you got something on your shirt? Do it? Yeah, fuck you. Get out of my country.
You think they keep like tally on how many people they agitated? You're like, you agitated 300 people this month.
You're the head of the agitation department now.
You go in to ask for a raise, and your boss is like, man, you are agitating the hell out of me right now. That raise is yours.
Yeah, you got it. You asked me for a raise? Man, this is the agitation department. Of course I'm not giving you a raise because that's going to agitate you. Kim Jong Un has a wife, but she's only ever produced girls for him, so that probably won't last much longer.
I'm surprised she produced any kids for him because she's actually a Vietnamese ladyboy.
Girls or not, it's still truly a miracle.
Are you still allowed to say ladyboy?
Only if you're talking about Vietnamese people. Otherwise, it's homophobic.
Kim Jong Un had his uncle executed.
That's a good lesson for anybody. Don't wrestle your nephew if he's set to become dictator of North Korea.
Yeah, if you're gonna diddle your nephew, make sure he isn't like next in line to become a king of something.
Why are you executing him? Was he disloyal to the state? plans to defect?
I don't want to talk about it. Is there a therapist around I haven't killed?
No.
They kept trying to get you to deal with your anger issues.
One of Kim Jong Un's priorities as supreme leader was building a bunch of playgrounds and water parks instead of food.
Instead of... Well, you can't build food.
You can build farms, though. You can make food.
I think he was just a kid when he took over and never had much of a childhood. He's like the Michael Jackson of supreme leaders.
That's too much power for Michael Jackson to have. They wouldn't even call it Neverland Ranch. They just call it the Department of Diddling, and nobody in North Korea would bat an eye.
Everyone would still send their kids there.
Yeah, like, oh, at least they're being honest. Now off to the agitation department for work. Drop my kids off to the Department of Diddling. I'm going to go agitate some people and then make some propaganda. We don't lie here.
How is his face so huge?
I think they just continue to wrap the Kim's faces around like the last leader's face.
They all share like a skeletal system. It's just new skin and muscle because they're actually old KGB robots from the 60s.
That's why people say they don't poop or cry. They're robots. What they would give to taste life as a human. What they would give to poop or cry.
They keep trying to taste human life by eating people, but it's not working.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It's not the same. It's tasting life as a human.
Everyone in North Korea has to wear Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il badge lapel pins.
That's like their I voted sticker. But it's more like an I can't vote sticker.
That's got to bum out Kim Jong-un. When do I get to be on a sticker?
How many defectors does a guy have to hang to make it on a badge? How many times do I have to threaten Hawaii? Preschoolers are supposed to spend 90 minutes a day learning about Kim Jong-un. I don't think there's 90 minutes in general to learn about Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Every day? There's got to be some repeat lessons.
It's called greatness education.
Yeah, it used to be only 30 minutes, but I guess that 5-year-olds didn't think he was great enough.
How little do you have to think of yourself to be concerned with what 5-year-olds think of you?
Anyway, we're launching the Two Dumb Babies children's show next week. It's really important that you watch this. Who's Kim Jong-un out of the two of us?
I think
I'm
you have
fatter.
more dictator. you have more dictator tendencies, I feel.
Yeah? I'm going to take that as a compliment. I do take food out of poor people's mouths a lot. I also can't build a missile.
Yeah, I can't build a missile either, I guess.
We have that in common.
We have more in common with this dictator than most other dictators, I think.
Yeah, he's kind of the everyman dictator. That's why I like Kim Jong-un. He just kind of tells it as it is, you know?
The way he just wanders around and looks at things and points.
And points. The way he kind of smiles at factories.
That's like all he does. I've never heard a speech from Kim Jong-un. I've just seen pictures of him standing and staring.
I know. I wonder if he even has to. He doesn't even have to inspire people, you know?
Yeah, I think all you have to do as dictators just avoid uprising.
And they do pretty good with that. Like, hey, if we don't feed people, they can't rise up.
Yeah, you know what makes a very bad army? A malnutritioned one.
Top 5 North Korean dictators. Go.
Kim something. Kim Un Sun Il Hong.
Kim Jong.
Was there a Kim Jong? Dude, I don't even understand how North Korean names work.
Kim Long Jong Silver.
They're the Kim dynasty, but that name's first. So
yeah,
his
so
name's,
your first name's or your last name?
So his name's Un?
Maybe. We should ask him. Dear Kim Jong-un.
What is your name? What? I know what your family, because Kim Jong was his dad, but he's also Kim Jong, but then Kim Il-sung, so then Kim Il-sung had Il in his name. Do you just like pass on two of your names and then you
just pick a name?
Change a third one? Are they riddles of some sort, or like?
Yeah, you gotta match them up, and then you unlock the DMZ.
Some sort of game from Highlights magazine.
Match the North Korean dictators with their other named dictator. With the dictator that shares their name. Man, Highlights magazine getting real dark.
Yeah, this is a sad time in history. I didn't know I'd be learning about dictators at 5 years old.
It seems to be about the time you should learn.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you live in North Korea, that's the time you learn about dictators. You learn about your own.
Not dictator. You learn about a hero when you're 5, and you grow up, and you're like, oh, this is a dictator. Oh, I see. I was lied to.
I get it now.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Two dumb babies.
I love good NASA slander, man. That's fucking my favorite. With Willie Simon and Eric Freedman.
I would like all of you to know we're not in this together.
Thank you guys for listening. You can follow the show at Two Dumb Babies on all social media. Please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel where we drop the animated episodes, behind the scenes, and additional content. We'll see you all on another episode of Two Dumb Babies. Bye-bye, dummies.